Salut à tous, eu sou ele, bem-vindo no programa Planeta Equitável avec Ede Zanetti. We follow in our talks about the climate change and how it affects ecosystems globally. We talk first about how this is affecting tropical forests. The excess of CO2 is killing old trees and spreading secondary vegetation, causing the savanization effect on unmanaged forests. On the other hand, we look at the cultivated land around the globe, and you saw that the intensification of anthropogenic land use in private property is what is cultivating this excess of CO2 and changing it into useful products for the society. Grains, fibers, oils, and proteins. And then we look at the cities and we saw that the increase on CO2 levels is killing people in the cities. So we need to adapt to this climate change in any ways, and also to mitigate the effect. So there are two ways we can mitigate the effect of this enormous increase on CO2 levels coming from the cities that is killing people. We can reduce emissions, and this comes from the use of fossil fuels and charcoal. We can reduce the emissions on the transportation sector, on the industry sector, residues, on energy production, and so on. So we need to act on this sector and look into solutions to reduce their emissions. And on the other hand, we need to we have to reduce the emissions, and we need to remove the excess of CO2 laying over there in the atmosphere. And as we saw all around the globe, land cultivation, anthropogenic land cultivation and private property is what is uptaking this excess of CO2 from the atmosphere and changing it into useful products for society. So that is what we've been telling is the solution for the global climate crisis is to uptake this excess of CO2 and cultivate it in the land and return it to society in useful products. This is pretty much what the landholders does with silviculture, with agriculture, with pasture lands all around the globe. And that's what we should be talking about in our next chapters, the solutions to fight against climate change. Let God's peace and the love that builds be our weapons on our daily struggle for justice. Ede Zanetti, Futuro les Amis Africains.